No one is born with the things I have. Many people have to work to get to where they are now, have the food and money they have now. When we think of sadness, we think the worst things. We feel blessed for being able to eat and live our lives fully, never having to think of anyone not having these things. When I think of hardworking, I think of the country of Peru. You see so many people trying to offer and sell you things because they just want a couple soles. You would think, why don't they go and get an education? You would think, why don't they go to college? But not every country is like the United States. Not every country gives you grants or scholarships trying to get you to push you into school. Some countries just leave you alone, to the point that you have no other choice. Immediately when you try to think of these kind of people, where they live or how they live, you have this overwhelming sense of sympathy. But sympathy is not always a feeling that people want to receive, because sympathy always comes with pity. And many people don't want to feel pity, they want to feel acceptance. Not all the world is sad. A lot of it is happy. There are plenty of people doing good for themselves. People don't tend to feel sympathetic towards people with average everyday problems, but people who look like they're suffering, even if they may be leading a very happy life, with their old age, disability, or financial status. We think showing sympathy towards people who are less fortunate shows that we care, when in reality it doesn't show much. We always tend to think that people who are less fortunate always have a sad life, always lead a sad life. But in reality, they can't live in a sad life forever. It would be such a negative kind of lifestyle to live in a negative life for so long. They have to find their own reasons to be happy and make goals for themselves to accomplish on their own. They can't live on the idea that disability will hold you back or age will keep you from living while you will never succumb from poverty. Because life keeps moving forward. Sympathy is a funny thing because it picks and chooses which people you should feel most bad for. If a person walks down the street and witnesses a woman looking for food in the garbage, and at the same time a dog looking for food, the sympathy sometimes shifts towards one more the other. And it shifts not because one deserves the food more than the other, but because one of the two catch your heart and make you feel more bad or sympathetic. No one is born incapable of doing things. There are just some people that are born with hardships that make it a little bit harder to do and accomplish things, which sometimes regular average people like you and I don't understand. That even with those kind of hardships, even with those setbacks, they still push through. And I feel like part of the acceptance of that is accepting the fact that people are different and people can be different and still accomplish the things that you and I can accomplish. What people just don't understand is that sympathy doesn't do anything for anyone. It just shows that you feel bad. And sometimes people don't want you to feel bad for them. If they don't even feel bad for themselves, they don't need anybody else to do it for them. And if they're living their life and they find their own reasons to be happy, that should be enough. And the outside world should just look at them like every average person. There is so much that humanity can do, and there's nothing that has ever held us back. People prove time and time again that no matter what the restriction is, no matter what the setback, that they still push through. And I feel like we should give more credit to those people who have those setbacks, who didn't have a say in those kind of setbacks, and still prevail, and even sometimes do better than we do. The world should show love, not necessarily feeling bad, but showing a helping hand, and showing that we all can do this.